Kal milik kerajaan Malaysia.
Now that is it for the breaking news. We will be right back after this short commercial.
Wonder Coffee.
Welcome back to the Voices of the Youth. The next segment, which is the current issues. I am Alisha Kaisar, and today we will unfold the cases of prostitution hubs in Malaysia. Earlier last week, the police officers had successfully raided another prostitution hub run by foreigners in a budget hotel in Bukit Bintang. The prostitutes were in the age range of 21 and 40 years old. Recently, the New Straits Times also had exposed the wide range of prostitution activities along Jalan Gelang and Jalan Kalong in a food court. And later on the 27th of June, police has identified 4 prostitution hotbeds in Kuala Lumpur city centre. City Chief City Police Chief Datuk Rusdi Muhammad Isa said that the police have conducted 409 raids in Kuala Lumpur since January this year, which led to 1,691 arrests. These prostitution cases is under investigation under the Section 327B of the Penal Code and Section 61C of the Immigration Act 1959, which, if it's found guilty, they will have to face imprisonment for up to 15 years of fines and other punishment due to carrying out activities that are contrary to the conditions of the issuance of the pass and permit. Upon inspection, other than seizing condoms, tubes of lubricants, rolls of tissues, and multiple mobile phones, the police found that none of the foreigners' prostitutes had valid work permits or travel documents. Following with the latest news of the foreigners' request on extending visa from the government has speculated discussions among Malaysians whether or not if the procedure of obtaining the visa is too loose for the foreigners that leads to many prostitution cases. Here is one of the interview from the concerned Malaysians regarding the case.
Hi. Do you mind if we ask a couple of questions for a quick interview right now?
Not at all.
Alright, first of all, what is your name?
My name is Rizman Iskandar. You can call me Rizman.
Alright, Mr. Rizman, what do you know about the prostitution cases among foreigners that is happening in Malaysia right now?
Oh yeah, I just read it on the news yesterday, so I knew a few things.
Alright, as a Malaysian who is currently living in Kuala Lumpur, right? Do you think that the government should extend the work visa of these foreigners?
To be honest, I don't see why not, because I understand that by extending the work visa would cause the cases to grow a lot worse. However, it is important to note that not all of them are involved, so by them not just extending the visa as a whole, will make Malaysian to lose potential workers. So I think that the government should take a few steps in order to avoid these cases from happening.
So, what are the steps that you think the government should take?
I believe that the government can. I believe that the government can tighten their rules and regulations so that they can detect the person who has the past record of doing so.
Alright, that is all for today's interview. Thank you.
Those were a few suggestions given by the interviewee, Mr. Rizman Iskandar. Therefore, the government should take immediate action to stop these inappropriate cases once and for all. That's all for me. Voices of the Youth will be right back after the short break.
Welcome back to the Voices of the Youth. Let's celebrate the arrival of our fascinating guest, Ms. Farida, our news correspondent for today. Welcome, Ms. Farida. How are you feeling today?
Good, good. Never been better. What about you?
I'm fine as you are. Ms. Farida, is it true that you are a world-renowned athlete?
Yes, I am, and I have also participated in numerous international sports events.
Wow, what a chance to get you up on stage. Your insights have been invaluable. And now, let's move on to our final segment, sports news. Recently, the Malaysian team's official attire was revealed during an Olympic Day celebration at the Exchange TRX in Kuala Lumpur on Sunday, June 23. Let's take a look at the video of a new Malaysians launching sports attire. I have a question for you, Ms. Farida. Were you at the celebration for this event?
Yes, I was.
What were your thoughts during the event and what is your opinion on the new uniform?
Well, before they showed us the uniform, I was really looking forward to it. I hoped they would change the design because it looked the same as in previous years. However, when they did show it to us, I was a little disappointed.
I see. Thank you, Ms. Farida. The media reported that it is a backlash and criticism from Malaysia, who expressed their dislikes for their designs, with some saying they are old-fashioned, no changes, and ugly. Honestly, Ms. Farida, what about you? What's your thoughts on the news about the sports attire?
In my opinion, I completely agree with Malaysians about the sports uniforms. We could improve the design, especially since the colors of the uniforms don't align well with the Malaysian flag. It's difficult for other countries to recognize Malaysians with such different colors. Additionally, it appears that the uniforms haven't changed much in the past few years.
I couldn't agree with you more, Ms. Farida. Our news has reached the other countries, stating that Malaysia, with a population of over 30 million people, couldn't find anyone to model the uniforms and instead choosing the mannequins. How do you respond to this?
Well, it's a bit of a bummer that this idea popped up. Malaysia's got over 30 million folks and we're bursting with talent. In this case, Malaysians could become a laughingstock from worldwide because of the design and the choices of models that don't present our country well.
You are absolutely right, Ms. Farida. Now, why don't we take a look at the uniform for the past 8 years? It seems that the uniform has only changed to a brighter color but maintained the same design. What do you think, Ms. Farida? Do you have the same opinions as me?
Yes, I do. It seems that not much has changed in terms of the design. The government might view uniform continuity as a kind of tradition, but modernizing the uniforms could improve Malaysia's standing abroad as standards change. And also, it could build the athlete's confidence, such as me.
That's exactly how I feel. By doing those, we could also attract media's attention and celebrate Malaysia's heritage. Last but not least, it's fired up. After all the buzz and criticism about the new Malaysian sports attire, I actually have some exciting news to share.
Well, what are you waiting for? Share the exciting news with us.
Malaysia has decided to redesign the uniforms and come up with an exciting interpretation. According to the New Straits Times, the Olympic Council of Malaysia (OCM) is teaming up with Yonex to design a brand new exclusive outfit for the event. What a fantastic news, don't you think?
Now, that is amazing news, Miss Marisa. I did not see that coming at all.
Well, that concludes for today's news. A big thank you to Ms. Farida Deisha for her contribution to our show and everyone who joined us for today's discussion. I'm Marcia Denning. We look forward to seeing you all again next week.
The voices of the youth.